Did you ever have those raspberry crumble cookies that they had at Costco and then they quit selling them because they were too expensive to make, apparently? That was my oven. Um, anyway, I looked up the recipe. I found 3 different ones. They all basically have the same. Some have powdered sugar, some don't. Some use more, some use less. So out of the 3, I picked the one that made more sense to me, that seemed like it was going to make more than 6 cookies, because some of them you didn't use much ingredients. So anyhow, so what it says to do is, on the one recipe I'm using, so there's several, is you use 1 cup of unsalted butter. And it's got to be cold. It doesn't have to be freezing cold, but they said it needs to be cold butter. And then the next thing, then you add everything else until it comes to the flour and salt. So everything else is going to go in there. So this is a this is a 1/4 cup of powdered sugar. And this is also a 1/4 cup in my 3rd cup, so I had to measure it and put it in here. This is a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar. And then you add a teaspoon of almonds and a teaspoon of vanilla. So I already measured them out because I'm always spilling them all over the place. Some people said that you mix it with your hands. Well, this one girl did, but I'm not doing that. So you're supposed to cream this together. Well, that took a while. This looks creamy to me compared to what it looked like. So then you add 2 1/4 cups flour, and it's at an 1/8 teaspoon of salt. I suppose if you use salted butter, you wouldn't have to put the salt in, right? And you're supposed to just mix this until it's crumbly. And you're not supposed to mix it too long. Well, it says it's supposed to be crumbly, and it is. It's crumbly. Now, some of them put them in the muffin top pans and made like big cookies. Some ladies used a muffin pan, and some used liners, some didn't. And it said 12 to 16 cookies, but I'm not sure. So I have a 2 tablespoon measuring spoon, so I'm just going to, whoops, that's, I need a bigger tin if I'm going to do that. Let's try 1/2 of that. Once they're all in there, then you need to press them down. That's working pretty good. Do you have one of these little bowls, the prep bowls? Oh, and they said not to push down too hard, and I've been pushing down hard. And they said to put in 1 teaspoon of raspberry jam. Guess what I didn't have? Raspberry jam. I have strawberry. It's good. I'm using a soup spoon. They say put a teaspoon in. I'm using what I call a dollop. These are so yummy. If you never had them at Costco when they sold them, you missed the window because I think it was just 1 season. Ooh, that's a lot, I think. It never said how many crumbs to put on top. So I'll guesstimate what looks right. Now there they are. I'm just going to use my hands. It's going to be a mess either way. Okay, girls. There they are. And they go in the oven at 350 for 18 to 20 minutes. So I'm going to make the other ones in the big muffin tin, and these will be done first. So these are what you'll be seeing. Yes, I changed my clothes again. Because I'm going to school as soon as these damn cookies are done. I put ones that I took out in the refrigerator for a little bit. I know now why they call them crumble cookies. They crumble.